right, it is time to check in with the money man. We're talking about Lance Hocutt from Lance Hocutt Financial Services. Got a message this weekend, subject line urgent. Couldn't imagine what in the world. I clicked on it, and it's a message for Lance. I can't wait to get an answer for listener Naomi this morning. Lance, good morning, my friend. Roll Tide.
Good morning, Roll Tide, Jersey, and Steve-O. How are y'all this morning?
We are doing well for a Monday morning. How about yourself?
It was better than I deserve.
I love that.
It was awesome sitting here listening to the 3 lead-in songs. And you know what? At the Tuscaloosa Amphitheater, we have seen every one of those acts.
Wow.
You know, that's been an awesome thing. The last 3 songs you played, we've seen every act. And hopefully we can get this thing rolling again soon. God, I just saw that we canceled 2 of the ones in May.
That's right. I cannot wait to sit at the amphitheater again and enjoy some live music. It will be fantastic. We've missed it so much. It's coming. It won't be long. I got confidence.
That's right. I hope so.
This weekend, Lance Hocutt, we get a message, urgent, in the subject line, as I mentioned. It's from listener Naomi, and Naomi says she and her husband are pretty much in a tight spot, in part because of the coronavirus and their business. They are contemplating declaring bankruptcy. She said, please ask you, Lance Hocutt, your view on declaring bankruptcy, how long it takes to get over it and out of it, and what are your thoughts?
Steve, that's way out of my wheelhouse. I know a little bit about bankruptcy, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to refer Naomi to a great attorney. Let's go sit down with a bankruptcy attorney, somebody who can counsel you on the best ways to consider that. There are 2 different chapters. There's 7 and 11. One is complete forgiveness of all. When I say forgiveness, they're wiping out everything. One is somewhat of a reorganization. Let's have Naomi sit down with a qualified professional, just like I'm encouraging people to sit down with an accountant. Let's figure out exactly the points that we need to be taking off from our taxes. Let's sit down with a professional advisor just like this and have an attorney guide her and her husband through, because there are some nuances there that are very specific. There are time frames that are very specific to bankruptcy, and I want to encourage them to find professional help on that. They'll sit down with you and consult and find a great plan of action. And sometimes it may not be exact bankruptcy. It may be let's take one debt at a time and figure out a way to come around this thing.
It is such a big decision. I love your advice. Talk to somebody that specializes in it, just like we tell people to talk to you when it comes to money, because you specialize in finance and that sort of thing. Do you have a bankruptcy attorney that you would recommend on the air, or you rather Naomi just find one?
Let's let Naomi chat with us.
Okay.
I want to make sure that we're getting her to the right people. There are a lot of qualified attorneys in town, a lot of really great men and women that help folks every single day accomplish the legal ease and the issues from a legal standpoint. Let's let her chat with us and find a great fit for her locally, her and her husband, because we don't want the guy or gal who's going to bail us out of jail to write our will. We don't want our guy to write our will possibly to be the one who does the bankruptcy.
That's right. That's right.
The law is a very specialized piece of business, and we want to make sure we're sending her to the right technical expert in bankruptcy. So let's get her to the right folks, and let's let her chat with us on that.
And go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, sir.
I'm going to say this as well. There are some other things because of the CARES Act that we need to review with Naomi before they even get to that point, though. Things like withdrawing money from an IRA. Again, it's not the perfect scenario. It's not what we're going to recommend every day, because IRA is for your future. But there are dollars that the government has opened up available, if you have them, if you have saved them in your IRA, that are penalty-free now. And they're also tax deferred for the next 3 years. So you can amortize that, not only from your IRA. If you work for a public school system, that could come from your 403B. If you work for a government entity, that could also 403B or your 457. I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers out to you, or codes. Those are code sections. But if you work for one of those employers, you know what I'm talking about. and then ultimately your 401k. So the CARES Act is an important piece that we need to consider before the ultimate bankruptcy consideration. So I'd be glad to talk with them individually as well.
That is a great idea, and we'd like to put anybody in touch that has any questions. We just got a message. We're out of time, but tomorrow we can deal with this. Some questions about student loans and finance. So we'll get into that tomorrow when we talk to Lance Hocutt, Lance Hocutt Financial Services. How can Naomi and everybody else listening reach you, my friend?
Folks, Lance at LanceHocutt.com, 205-345-9733. Hey, Lance Hocutt Financial Group is an independent firm, but we clear through S.A. Stone. God bless y'all. I look forward to talking student loan debt tomorrow morning. Have a great day.
We'll get into it. A more comfortable approach to money from our man, Lance Hocutt, and he can be your man too. Moneyman, LanceHocutt.com. It's LanceHocutt.com or Lance at LanceHocutt.com.